I'm April Pettyjohn, and this is Follow the Leader Homeschool Education. Hey everybody, welcome to Follow the Leader Homeschool Education. I'm super excited that you're here, and I have my awesome friend, Rachel Hennon. She is a fellow homeschool mama with 4 kids of her own. She is also the director of our Classical Conversations homeschool co-op. And Rachel, we're so glad to have you here chatting about homeschool. And specifically, we're going to be talking about if you are a homeschool family that's living a military life. That's a really specific topic, and I know that it's going to be an encouragement to so many families. So Rachel, we're glad to have you.
Yes, so glad to be here. This is going to be fun.
We always start our podcast off talking about, do you have a special coffee cup that you want to share with us? And before we jump into that, I kind of have a funny to tell on myself. I text Rachel this morning and I was like, hey, I would love to grab you a drink. If there's something you want, I'll be out and about this morning. Just let me know what you want. She goes, oh, that would be awesome. I would love to have a flat white. And listen, I am self-admittedly not a coffee person. Yes, and so I debated for a while. I'm like, do I tell her that I have no idea what that is? I really didn't. I was like, what is that?
Are you missing words in that? Coffee, something.
I text back and I was like, is that a coffee?
Yeah.
Where do I get this?
I know, right?
She was so gracious. She was like, LOL.
Yes.
Yes, it's a coffee. You can get it at Starbucks.
Well, I don't even know what to order half the time. But one of my friends, Kristen Phillips, actually, she was like, I'm going to get a flat white. And I was like, what's that? And then she's like, you try it. You'll see if you like, because I'm a kind of a basic coffee drinker. Yep. And so this one, if you need a basic coffee.
Okay.
Flat white.
Yeah, there you go.
Walk in with confidence.
Branch out, try it. I'm going to enjoy my dragon fruit lemonade.
There you go.
So, yeah. All right. Why don't you tell us about the cups that you brought today?
I brought 2 because I couldn't decide. But I'm going to go ahead and pick up. One of these is, this is just actually a Starbucks cup that we got in Japan. And it has Mount Fuji. It has sushi and ramen. It has a sumo wrestler. And it has the fish flags for I think that's for a kids' day, and just all sorts of really actually great memories because we spent 4 years of our life there. Wow. And so we got cups from all over Japan, but this one is just pretty because it's got cherry blossoms.
Yeah, I
and
love
then
that.
Yes, good. And then this one is one that so have you ever heard of English?
No.
Okay, so English is okay to say that, and is Japanese trying to speak good English.
Oh, okay.
And so they like to have lots of prints on their shirts that are in English.
Okay.
But it's English because it is starts of the day, fresh coffee. And so it's just poor English, but it's so funny. So we were constantly collecting English things. And so mostly coffee cups and things like that because it was just hilarious.
That is,
and there's a whole
a fun memory.
Following that you can find them on prints and things like that
and
around.
That's not offensive at all.
No, because they're trying, they're okay.
It's
just
so
kind of funny.
Fun. That is really funny. And we'll jump into that here in a little bit, just the time that you guys spent in Japan and how you guys just immersed your family in the culture and what an experience that was.
It's incredible.
Before we get into that part though, I wanted to ask you if there's a specific Bible verse, or I hesitate to even use the word mission statement anymore because Christina Carpenter transformed the way now that I think about mission and vision. So
yes,
if you haven't listened to her episodes, oh my goodness,
just
you have
Sunday.
So good. You have got to check them out. So initially she was on episode number 4, and then most recently she was on the past 2. You've got to go back and listen. She really lays out the difference between mission and vision. So do you have something that kind of is an overarching theme for your homeschooling?
We don't have this year this is our theme. We don't do that per se, which I think is honorable too to do. But we have had this verse kind of as an anthem for our family for plenty of years. And I do think that it's something that my husband kind of led with. And so something that he has had since youth as a kind of this is my motto. Yeah. Almost, this is the one that speaks to me. And then he's carried it over into lots of areas. And this verse, he has led some of the young men that he leads in basketball like to memorize it and remember it and kind of make it part of their go-to, and so as our family. But it is 2 Corinthians 4:18. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary and what is unseen is eternal. And it's just so powerful to me because it's a constant reminder of all the shiny things that life offers, and also all of the not so shiny things, the things that are heavy, which really shape us, but are temporary.
Absolutely.
And so, but we fix our eyes as one. I'm going to cry first off. What are you doing? So anyways, that is what we try to remind ourselves as we walk this life. So
absolutely. I actually just sat down and had a conversation yesterday with some mutual friends of ours about the not so shiny things.
Yes.
And how they have been shaping me for the past 5 years, and how I didn't really see a whole lot of growth. And then the husband actually pointed out, he's like, you say that you don't think that you've grown,
right,
and yet here you are seeking out, you're seeking God in these ways.
That's right.
And had you not been growing, you would be stagnant.
Yes.
And you would not be seeking out, Lord, where are you in this? I don't see your hand in this. So really just the act of seeking him in the not shiny things, that is growth in itself.
Right.
So it was a really good point, and it made me pause. And I think that speaks to
through our affliction, through our struggles, and through the not so shiny, we are growing, and like that rub against our flesh, is refining. So
absolutely, that's good. I love.
And so that was another affliction that brought us to our knees and we drew closer to the Lord during that time than so many other, I mean, there's so many things in life, but that one was a real fall on your face moment. And so that journey kind of redirected us again, and kind of God used it. And, but I still went back to work because I had to. Yeah. And then that point, I really feel like I'm missing some big things, but like before Jace was born, my dad actually passed away. And during that time, Marcus was pursuing youth pastor jobs. And so we were about to take a job in Ohio. We were in Kansas City. And when my dad got diagnosed, that put us, because it's kind of important, that kind of a trajectory we went on. When he got diagnosed, we decided to stay, not leave. Yeah. And it was really important to us. The time we had was precious. Yeah. And so, that's another affliction that the Lord just redirected us completely. And it was like a complete submission. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, okay, we thought, and now we're wrong for sure. Now, was it wrong to go serve the Lord in that capacity? No, but like you have something else. Yeah. And so, during that time, we sought the Lord in our lives and saw that how the physicians really spoke life into my dad on his deathbed. Wow. And some of them spoke death. And just, and
life and death are in the power of the tongue, like quite literally.
100% saw that. And I saw them say, are you ready? This is you have this much time. Are you ready to meet Jesus? Wow. And my dad was such a wonderful man, but his faith was nominal, very moral, very loving. But during that time, his fire for the Lord, just his desire to know the Savior was life-giving to us. Wow. Right. It was so powerful. And we got to be there for that. Yeah. We got to be there every single day, and so through that, we felt the Lord nudge Marcus into trying to go to med school. Wow. And so we're like, this is like a thing where you're thinking, wow, you are really getting people to where when our physical body is affected, we are stopping in our tracks, and God is saying, hey, here I am. And this is a megaphone, to arouse the world and whoever, the individual. And so, we felt like, let's just see, Marcus is a smart cookie. And so, and of course I was like, I know you can do it. Yeah. Like you memorize all ridiculous lines in every movie. Like you can remember everything in the human body.
The capacity.
Yes.
I really think
it's weird.
I really think that there may be someone who is watching or listening right now, who's facing a big pivot in their life. And they are paralyzed in fear. They don't want to make that next step, but God has put something in front of you and he is telling you to go. Yeah. He's telling you to change course, to change direction. And I want you to know that it's not an accident that you're listening, that it's on purpose, that God has you listening to this for a purpose, and he has greater plans for you than you could ever imagine. Yes. He's going before you. He has your path planned out and directed. Amen. He has every step laid out for you, and he will go before you, preparing the way, not to be afraid, not to shrink back in fear. There's a reason that you're listening to this today, and to make your move, he's going to go before you. So I think there's a reason that you're sharing this, because we didn't plan on any of this. Right. None of this is in the notes. And I really think this is specific for someone's heart, that this is in their future.
And many times it's just the lamp unto your feet.
Absolutely.
And you don't know what will be. Yes. And if it will go as the goal might be. And that's okay. Yeah. That's okay, because that journey is refining to us in our relationship with Christ, in our relationship with our family. And so that was an incredible journey of trying, of finances, of, like, are we really? And he just kept passing classes, and then he would took the MCAT. I mean, he had some plan Bs, he was like, okay, if this doesn't work out. Wisdom. Yes. Yeah. And so, and people, are naysayers often, lovingly, don't want you to get wrapped up in something that you might not work out. But that, we just have this one one go, so why don't we go? And exactly. So go for it. And so I never doubted what God had. Of course, I got overwhelmed at times and definitely was tired of sending Jace to daycare, and that really burdened my heart.
Yeah.
And so I had to walk. I wasn't confused why I wasn't terminating the pregnancy. And I was very confident in our choice. Like we go to lots of doctor's appointments, and Marcus would say, no, okay, probably at this appointment, they're again going to ask us if we want to terminate. Don't punch them. Okay, Rachel. And I'm like, why are they asking me over and over? And so he's just like, it's just part of their protocol. And so no regrets on that, of course. And even though he was with us for 45 minutes outside of the womb, that just brought it spoke volumes to what life is precious to so many people. And we were able to have a celebration service of his life, and we were able to share the gospel into so many. It was a full sanctuary. Wow. And so many of them were my coworkers, Marcus's coworkers, who don't all know the Lord or maybe have fallen away a bit. And so we had a lot of feedback. Even not all of them probably told us how it affected them, but it surely affected us and many people in our circle. So we're grateful for what God did through it.
And even affliction. A testimony to the children that you've had since him, because I know how they still speak of him, which is, just like
we used to celebrate his birthday. Yeah. And so just kind of, and we talk about what life would be like. Sometimes you have those moments where you're like, but and can't wait to see him, and things like that. So it is just very, very special how God used that.
Actually, that was so great. I appreciate everything that you shared. So thank you for being so open and honest and vulnerable. And I know that that's going to speak to a lot of people. So I really don't think that there's any accidental off tracks. I think that that's the Holy Spirit just guiding our conversation. And so I hope that was an encouragement to you. So we're actually going to wrap it up there for this episode, but we have so much more to share. So make sure that you tune in next time. And Rachel is going to get into even more of her story and talk about Marcus's journey into the military and where the Lord led them as they headed to Japan. So until then, happy learning. This episode of Follow the Leader Homeschool Education is brought to you by Command Family Medicine. Command Family Medicine is part of a cutting-edge movement called Direct Primary Care. They deal directly with their patients to help individuals and families take command of their health through increased access and affordable and transparent cost of care. With locations in Springfield and Branson, Command is serving the Ozarks. It is also brought to you by Nathan Keene with Alpha Realty. Nathan is excited to help you find your perfect home. He'll make the real estate process fun, stress-free, and focused on your goals. Whether you're buying or selling, he will guide you every step of the way. He will work to make your dreams a reality. You can find links to Nathan Keene Realty and Command Family Medicine in the show notes.